Are you ready?
I think so.
It's another magical Novympia moment.
Novympia moment.
Usually takes a few seconds for Nova to get into filming. It takes her about a minute to acclimatise to the fun. So,
You're so rude.
Are you present now? You're welcome.
I'm always
Why don't you give us a? You're wearing a nude lady nail. I've just noticed it. It's like a real lady nail. It's so disturbing. Show the camera, please. Show them, please.
No,
you show them.
Really cheap.
No, they look real though. Well, are they from Poundland?
Yes.
We've discussed this already.
Yes.
Let's get into the show today.
So a couple of days ago, I tweeted you guys and said that I may or may not have just bought the official Labyrinth board game.
Oh my god.
And you guys seem really, really excited, so we thought we would show you the board game today because it has arrived. Now, this board game is made by a British company called River Horse. Okay, that's a stop.
It started to turn into Annie then. That was supposed to be Labyrinth.
They announced it almost a year ago now, I think, and they were wanting people to pre-order. And basically, if they had enough pre-orders, they would put it into production, and they like smashed their goal. And yes, we now.
So essentially, Labyrinth is just one of the best movies ever. It absolutely tanked when it came out. It's a Jim Henson puppet sort of affair. Jennifer Connelly is super young in it, and obviously David Bowie's in it. But we don't need to talk about Labyrinth because presumably, if you're on our channel, you are already aware of this film. So,
I believe, is it the 20th anniversary this year? 25th anniversary.
It's a really fucking old movie.
Anyway, it's the anniversary this year, so they've signed a whole load of new licensing deals, and one of the new pieces of merchandise we're getting is this board game. I ordered this on Weekend Warlords.com. I'll put a link here. It's fucking impossible to find this game. It is sold out everywhere. River Horse have not even fulfilled all of their pre-orders yet, so you cannot actually order it from their website.
So how the fuck we got this, I don't know.
What I'm about to say. On Facebook, there is a fan page for the game, and I asked whereabouts we can get it, and somebody commented saying Weekend Warlords will have some in stock tomorrow, and that is where I got this from. Including shipping, it was about £55, which is a lot. I don't think it's anywhere near that pricey on the River Horse website, but as I said, you can't buy it from there at the moment.
Yeah, but it's hot shit. We had a couple round the other night, and we broke it open and we played it. And mind you, the couple in question is a lady and a straight gentleman. Would have to be with a lady. Now that's been explained. He has never seen the film before, so we put it on as a starter. Bearing in mind we'd watched it like a week before, and so he could really get into it. And he actually ended up explaining the rules to us because he's a nerd. Is that fair to say? And the lady, I can't get it off. It's her favourite movie, so it was a very special moment for everyone. We thought it was going to be sort of like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing.
Well, it is a little bit like that.
I mean, I don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, but hard, arduous, and long and sort of bullshit.
It's not that difficult at all. So let's actually show you what is inside the box. So we get like the user manual, the instructions, and it is done just like the actual book that Sarah reads from in the movie, which I absolutely adore.
That's so cute, just first off.
And then another little piece of paper we get is a little flyer advertising an expansion pack that will be coming soon. It says you can order it now, you can't. They say it's going to come next year of some goblins and some extra cards. And then on the back there, advertisements for some other games that River Horse have made. I
mean, it's a bit cheeky that they're already asking you to buy the expansion pack when people can't even get the first game. Anyway.
Okay, so
that's fine.
Like the most eye-catching thing about this board game. Do you want to take some of these?
Now, yes, the figurines you have to paint them yourself. So they're
miniatures.
There's Ludo. If it's going to, is it going to do it? There's Ludo.
Behind it.
I did.
There we go. Here is Sir Didymus.
I was Sir Didymus.
And then we have as well, we've got Jareth.
Including giant bulge. It would not be.
Look at that bulge.
It would not be the same without a ginormous horse bulge. River Horse. And then we've got Sarah, Jennifer Connelly, and her great big bushy eyebrows, which are not on there actually. Yeah, they sort of are on there. And there's Sarah. Okay, so.
And we have Hoggle, last of all.
Now you have to paint them, which is kind of, you know, a bit bullshit.
I'm really excited, but also absolutely terrified because I've never painted
They're
miniatures
tiny.
before.
You have to get little tiny micro brushes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna order some paints, order some brushes, watch a few tutorials, and we might even turn that into a future video painting the figures.
No, you paint them.
As far as I can see, I think the quality is quite nice of these figures, but a lot of like pros and a lot of like people who are really into this say that it's shit. They say that the figures are really like lacking in detail and they're difficult to paint, and that for the price of the board game they would have expected more detail.
A bit more. I think it's because it's so niche though. That's
I don't
why
know.
it's
I'm
expensive.
really ignorant with this. I thought they were amazing, personally.
Well, that's because we just like the movie.
Yes. There are, how many dice? There's 6 die, which is kind of terrifying and really daunting, but not actually that complicated to use.
Well, they are when the character cards have got pictures of the die on them, which we'll show you shortly, but it's hard to see which one is which because there's just so many.
The cards are really, really cool. There's Labyrinth cards, and the back of them have this design, which I think is really cool. And then this is the front of one of them, and they're little challenges that you land on, and almost all of them have little allusions to the movie. So this, of course, is the doors of the 4 guards, which I think is adorable. There's a plethora. Here's the worm.
It said somewhere that the cards, which obviously are your little challenges depending on where you land on the board, we're going to have more sort of riddles in them, or sort of, not necessarily trivia from the movie, but certainly riddles. Like Sarah comes across the guards and has to decide which is lying, which is telling the truth. And that doesn't really play a role in this game, which I thought was a bit...
I said though,
Shit.
I don't see how they could have had riddles in this game, because otherwise you would have memorised the answers every time you play it and it would have been boring.
Well,
play
it the once.
One of the biggest things in here is this clock, which real hardcore fans of the movie can see is based on the clock actually in the Goblin Castle, which again is really fucking cool. You pop this out of like a big cardboard thing, but it's nice quality.
Turn back, Sarah.
What else?
Back before it's too late.
There are some little stand-up pieces.
I'd forgotten about those. And you put these around the entrance to the Goblin City.
Of the Goblin Guard. So there's 4 of these.
Which is just, you know, a nice touch to have so much from the movie. The board, we'll show you the bloody board.
It's this one.
Every aspect of the movie is covered. It's really great, the attention to detail.
There's this one. And then the largest one is this bastard.
You remember him, the big mechanical dude, and you have to get through the gates of the Goblin City and he's guarding it.
The other pieces are, there's like a whole bunch of these things, which are like your stamina, like your mana.
Willpower tokens.
Yeah, willpower tokens.
What's written on them?
So they're little orbs
it's the orbs
fly
that
around in the game, and they've got Jared's eye on them.
Save you, walking away. There is not a soundtrack included in this, which is a shame.
We also have some of these, which are smell badge tokens, and you have to collect those when you go through the bog of eternal stench.
I mean, you only get one, don't you? Because then you stink.
You
fucking stink. And no one wants you on the team because you stink.
And finally...
Okay, this is fun, this bit.
We have the player cards.
Oh, I never looked at the back of them.
So, Jared is not a playable character. He is the villain, and you are working as a team to try and destroy him and save Toby.
You say you work as a team, but there were aspects of trying to fuck each other over in this game.
So this is Sarah's. I like the artwork of this. She does look a little bit goonish there. And it basically gives you your stats and a little quote from the movie. So this one says, I thought fairies did nice things like granting wishes.
Shows how much she knows.
So each character has one of these. I'll show you Ludo's. And there's Said Did You Miss?
I was Said Did You Miss? What character were you, please?
I was Sarah.
Ah, yes.
And Hoggle. That's all the game pieces. Do you want to see the board?
The board is huge. Where is the board?
It's underneath.
Oh, well, it's huge. Okay, I like that there's the plastic sort of housing for everything. There's a nice black sort of velveteen. What is velveteen? Is that a cheese?
I don't know.
Velveeta.
The board is really impressive. It's probably the size of like a standard like Monopoly board, very standard board game board. But it's so detailed.
You'll never get all that in. So let's see what we've got here. You place the cards around the outside and you roll your dice, and whatever the number is for your speed is you go around, you land on it, and you sort of, you get a little sort of challenge. And most of the game is, you get brawn, wit, and speed, and you have to roll your dice.
So I'm told it's a bit like Dungeons and Dragons. It's a combination.
It's probably the same.
Of having like decent stats on your character cards, and then also just rolling decent rolls with the dice. So it's
a lot. Most of it is dice based, if we're being honest.
But
it's very
you
little.
Can see on here there are some really cool skill areas of artwork. Where are we? So right there we've got the Bog of Eternal Stench. We've got the fire little demon things. Where are we?
Are the firebirds on there? With the fire dance?
There's a lot on here. And then right at the bottom somewhere is the worm. Where is he? There he is. Look at the worm.
Hello. Oh, the worm is just the best in Labyrinth, if we're all being honest.
And there's also hidden berries in this, which is also really, really cute.
Like in the movie, occasionally you see Bowie's face just...
I wonder if I can find one. Oh, there's one just here.
There's a good one to show them at home.
Do you see?
How long were we playing for? It lasted for sort of 40 minutes, maybe? Is that about right?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
we played 2 games.
Every time a round is finished, you move the clock forward an hour. So you want to obviously get to the centre of the labyrinth before the 13th hour, or Jareth wins. And we won both times, didn't we? Well, the first time we
didn't
confused.
play correctly, yes.
Yes. And
it was just kind of like a trial run.
We got to the end and we managed to get to him very quickly, and we realised that we were accumulating our dice scores rather than just picking one. So we were just shooting straight through, which was fun, to be honest, because we saved Toby.
But it was wrong.
But we still won the second time, though.
We still won the second time.
We did. And they just did not want to help me the second time. I was on my own.
Yes, because you can team up with each other. It's a really, really fun game, actually. I was quite impressed when we played it through. We might do a video, if you guys would like, of us doing a playthrough of it. We'll position the camera so you can actually see us play the game, if that is something you'd be interested in.
That sounds like a long, boring video.
Yes, but I mean, there might be those of you who would like to see it, or people who don't even know our channel want to see gameplay of this game.
We should do a Facebook Live. You can come in and out, see where we are in the labyrinth, if we're saving the baby.
Well, we'll say it for our YouTube channel.
Alright then. The thing that strikes me about this is it's so expensive. Well, it fucking was expensive, but it's so sort of lush feeling. It's like a collectible sort of...
It's very
collectible. The whole
collectible.
thing is so well put together.
This is why I'm so mildly terrified of painting the figures, because I don't want to fuck it up.
Well, yes, but you can just paint over it. If you fuck it up, just do it again. Like, it's not going to, like, explode.
I don't know.
Well,
It makes me nervous.
I think I'm the fine artist in the relationship, so I should paint them.
They're not going to be all black.
They're all going to be black, like Black Rose. We got Black Sarah, we got Black Ludo. That's going to be a tricky one to do.
No.
But we got Black David Bowie. Who doesn't want to see that? You guys, who else is aware of this board game? Does anyone want to play it? Who wants to come around and play it with us?
Have you guys got this game? Because I would be really interested to see if any of you actually have.
Probably not. How we managed to get hold of it, I do not know.
I don't know, it's sold out like everywhere.
Yeah, but it was really fun to play actually. It's, not the funnest board game.
What do you mean?
Well, I prefer Downfall. That's great.
Well, it's a board game.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean.
Like Downfall is also a board game.
Yeah, but like this isn't for kids, really.
Downfall is certainly not for children. How dare you? That's an intellectual game. Thank you for watching, everyone. What, have you got any more comments on the Labyrinth?
Well, no, but like if there's anything else you guys want to see about this game, give us a comment and we'll do it in a new video. Like as I said, I want to do videos of us painting the figures, there may be some gameplay as well. If you've got any questions about the game, let us know and we will answer them for you.
Or do you in fact hate the movie? In which case, you don't give a shit about any of this. If you hate movies...
In which case you can unsubscribe.
Hate Labyrinth and you hate board games, my god, what an awful video choice this would be for you.